Official spikes granddaughter's ice cream with cocaine. Now that's a blunt statement, y'all. That's a blunt statement, okay? Let's go. I don't know what to say about that, but we're gonna figure out. I guess that's not his real granddaughter. It's like his step granddaughter, I guess you could say. Let's figure out though. Like I said,
take a look at your screen. Content Partners in that area, North Carolina County Elections Chair is accused of putting cocaine and MDMA in his granddaughter's ice cream.
okay. Why would you want to put party drugs in your granddaughter's ice cream? Let's continue.
A lot to discuss and a very odd story we are heading to. Viewer discretion is advised. I do want to share the very latest from law enforcement.
As you know, I'm going to correct the date. It doesn't change anything with the case. In the initial release, I put out August 8th. An officer was flagged down at the Sheets at the corner of Shipyard and Independence. It was actually August 3rd, so that's my mistake. But on August 3rd, a patrol officer was flagged down at the Sheets gas station at the corner of Shipyard Boulevard and Independence, and was advised that two teenage girls had located some pills in their blizzards, which is, as you probably know, is an ice cream product you can get from Dairy Queen. There were paramedics that were already...
Okay. They located pills inside the Dairy Queen blizzard. This fool didn't even try to break it up, y'all. I'm glad he didn't break it up, bro. That way he got caught, I mean.
There at the Sheets, they weren't specifically called for this incident. In fact, that's actually why we believe that they stopped there. The paramedics checked them out. It did not appear that the juveniles had ingested any of the foreign substances that were located in their ice creams. The officer confiscated the pills. A presumptive field test was conducted on those pills. We'll talk about that here in a little bit too if you have questions. The field test is presumptive in nature. Okay, it's not a laboratory test. That comes later. That is in progress right now as we speak. Based on the presumptive test and the totality of everything going on, safe to say one thing led to another. Report was taken. That report was forwarded up to our criminal investigations division, which any report that has follow-up factors is forwarded up to them. A detective began investigating the case. Obviously, that involves going to the scene of the crime, talking to those involved. During that investigation, surveillance video was discovered and handed over to the Wilmington Police Department that clearly shows Mr. Yokeley placing the pills in the ice cream. Based on that, other things discovered in the investigation, that detective pursued charges against Mr. Yokeley. It was on the 26th that he came to the police station and was taken into custody, and those warrants that have been taken out and were served, and then he was transported to the jail.
Now hold up now. Let's see if we can get to the motive, because it seems like he's gonna be talking for a long time. Yeah, he's gonna be talking for a long time. Let's fast forward and see can we get to a motive behind all this.
Can y'all?
I'm actually not familiar. I haven't run his criminal history. I'm not familiar with that.
Have you spoke to the family or the girls?
The girls were interviewed extensively for the case, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the females involved have been interviewed.
And did you cover the relationship of the girls not necessarily being?
I didn't go deep into that. So we know one juvenile is a step-granddaughter.
Well, at least he referred to him as granddaughter, but the other one's a friend of the granddaughter.
Correct. Yeah.
So it was more than one granddaughter, and as we can see, he ain't talking much. So we're gonna go ahead and off of his ass because I already know what he got going on. He ain't trying to say nothing. Let's see if we can get more info on this. I just had had a link pulled up that would explain it better than he did, man. That I don't get that sometimes, bro. Like, why would he even get up there if he know he not gonna say much or he don't know much? Like, it's him right there, y'all. Where the cursor at? Why would you get up on there to speak if you don't know nothing or you ain't gonna say nothing? Now I could check out him. He might break it down better than them. As a matter of fact, let's check him out. What's up? Shout out Fair and Balanced. We're gonna check out your video.
Carolina by the name of James Jr., who just 2 months ago was actually appointed as the head of the Surrey County Election Board. So this 66-year-old Republican official took his 2 granddaughters to Dairy Queen on August 8th. And then, after they got their little ice cream treats, something weird happened. 66-year-old Republican Yokeley took the ice creams, brought them to a nearby police officer and said, "Oh no, officer, I just found all of these pills and drugs in my poor granddaughter's ice creams. We were here for a sweet treat, and now it's turned into calamity because somebody has drugged our ice creams." So the cops conducted an investigation. How in the hell did these drugs get into the ice cream? For the record, before anybody jumps to conclusions, the granddaughters did not eat any of the ice cream. So they did not ingest any of the drugs. But first thing the cops decide to do, or one of the first things, is, you know what? We got to look at the Dairy Queen surveillance footage. So they look at the surveillance footage, and wouldn't you know it, they found the person who put the drugs in there, very obvious on camera.